Hi, YouTube gamer family. Anyways, yeah, we're here. I just finished auxiliary battles. Okay, there isn't a story beforehand. I don't think. Unless there's right now. Ah, there wasn't. I didn't need to do that. I accidentally was using the Silver Axe Plus in the first couple of battles. I don't have another one, so I gave him Hilda's and just gave her a regular Silver Axe. Yeah. That was an L moment. I was kind of mourning the loss of Fire Emblem Heroes at the time. Honestly, YouTube, I'm still so like, I'm bummed, but I got 3 houses to play, so I'm even more bummed. Bruh. Okay. I think he's like the only one that's not in a master class. Oh, Leone isn't either. And they're like 2 of my worst units, so I don't know. Finishing off supports this video. That's gonna be crazy. Sorry, I breathed into the mic. I did do a thumbnail image last video. Ah!
Relying on a map entrusted to them by Hubert, the Alliance Army sets their sights
This
on
video.
a base belonging to those who slither in the dark. Beyond its entrance, they are met by a sprawling underground city.
Are you able to hear that, YouTube?
I can hear it.
Oh, sorry, YouTube, but I really don't care about that fact.
Incredible.
Okay. I don't think there's a ton of story here, so I'm not going to open Doctor Who. I'm just going to open my 3DS. That's Chapter 9 of Conquest is somehow kicking my ass. I keep doing dumb things.
It's like an ancient ruin, but not just because of its appearance.
I don't recall ever seeing architecture like this.
It is magnificent in a sense, but I could hardly call it beautiful. Even the air feels stagnant.
In any case, it seems like we need to go deeper. Let's look around and see if we can find some stairs.
No. It is simply, we must defeat those who slither in the dark, no matter what happens.
We must defeat my ass. It's too big and juicy. I'm sorry, what? I didn't say anything.
Is you, dear child.
That's where you're supposed to use the sus soundboard effect. Like, this is where you're supposed to go, like, open up Discord, do-do-do, and hit. Oh, now we have 2 of them. Oh, now I hit the A button on my 3DS instead of the Switch. That's...
They are aware that you can use
I'm literally dying. My brain is actually dying right now, YouTube. I am...
That is why
I am sad.
I fear for you. Perhaps. Please forgive me.
I'm also not only am I mourning the loss of Fire Emblem Heroes. Going back to talking about Doctor Who, obviously, in case I haven't said it a frickin' enough times yet, YouTube, right now I'm going through my 60th anniversary rewatch because we're recording this like a long time ago at this point. The second Doctor's era is really the only classic Doctor era I like fully got invested in, and that's because there's just so many missing episodes. And this time around, I was like, you know what? I thought I had enough time, and I was like, you know what? I'll find ways to watch pretty much all the missing stories. The only 2 I didn't see at all were Underwater Menace and Space Pirates. I had ways to watch literally every other one, whether it was cut down versions of the animations, YouTube animated, or me spending money to get DVDs. And oh God, I missed the second Doctor. I'm just not a Third Doctor guy. Anyways, are you ready for a banger of a map theme, YouTube? Like, banger?
For thousands of years, we have existed underground, living on only that we might someday see our vengeance realized. Here and now, that vengeance is finally within our grasp. There is but one thing left to do. Destroy
Your
them.
vengeance? You
Damn
are
those
father.
who
We're
stand
gonna
with
get
that arrogant
our revenge
goddess
on
to
you.
oblivion, away from the world of the living.
I really like that part, Thals, where you freaking died in Blue Lions by not even intentionally.
In blood.
Hey, what are those big things?
So this route doesn't even deal with all of those who slither in the dark, because it doesn't get rid of Cornelia.
Someone must be controlling them.
Initiate
This is
all
actually
that
the only
remain.
route.
We must advance our
I mean, sorry.
preparations.
Blue Lions is the only route where you actually kill every person and those who slither in the dark. And they literally don't even matter for that route's story, which is why that route has the best story. That's actually really fun. The one route where they like matter the least story-wise is the one route where they actually all get murked.
Steady now.
That's actually an L moment for this game.
Appreciate that.
Hate those who slither in the dark. They are possibly some of the worst writing I think I've ever seen in a video game. So there's two ways you can play this map. You can actually split your army properly, or you can unify everyone down in the south. And I'm doing the latter because I do not care. Anyways, it's time to rank the members of the Golden Deer House, Seth.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, we've done it for, well, maybe not rank, but like talking about like which ones are the best,
My
which ones are
orders?
the worst, like we've done for all the previous routes. Sometime during Silver Snow, we will actually do a mega list where we'll like talk about just our favorite students and characters in this game in general. But for now, we're going to keep it localized to just the Golden Deer. And next video, we'll talk about our thoughts on Golden Deer. Yeah. I want to do it next video, not like the beginning of Silver Snow, because I know I've kind of been having some of the, what were your thoughts on Blank and Lake route in the beginning of the next route, but just due to the nature of,
Let's go.
how we're starting
I'll do my
Silver
best.
Snow, I don't want to do that. So yeah. I'll let you go first, Seth. Favorite and least favorite Golden Deers.
Shall we?
You've been paying a lot more attention to supports than I have, so you probably are a lot more informed than I am.
Least favorite? I'm not sure if it is Lysithea or not, because she's seen a little bit of growth. Lawrence and his narcissism is a little bit annoying. I really don't know why this is the least favorite. I'm probably gonna say Lawrence in this case, just because he's very, very stuck up and kind of narcissistic.
Understandable.
And the favorite, yeah.
Actually, I'll go
Her
with
favorite?
I'll actually go with my lower tier first, actually, and we'll kind of alternate like that. I agree with your bottom two. In the past, I've never really liked Raphael, and I still don't necessarily like him. It's not that I like him; it's that I don't dislike him. And That to me is the big difference. I don't like him, I just don't dislike him. I just don't really... I just feel like a lot of the time, especially in the main story, it's just, all I like is food. And obviously there's more to his character than that. But I feel like they rarely ever actually use that. At least from what I've been paying attention. And, I don't know. I don't care for the friendly giant archetype. I never really have.
That helps.
It's not why I like a character like Dedue. It's not the friendly giant part of his character that I actually like. Lawrence is one of those characters that as defenders are like, oh, you just need to read his supports. You just need to read his supports and you'll like. No, I've seen his supports. I will say I like him more than I would otherwise because of his supports. But his supports don't make him like this amazing, kind person. He's still a cunt.
Thank you.
And I still think out of the three flirtatious womanizers, he is without a doubt the worst one, and it's not even close.
Increase output gradually, depending on the amount of magical energy charged. I don't care if
As
you
for-
destroy Shambhala.
I'm just waiting for the
Favorite?
I have another least favorite. I'm waiting for the dialogue. I don't hate Lorenz. I don't know if I'd call him my least favorite. Lysithea is a character that I have tried to like for around 5 years now. I have tried so hard not to hate her. But I just cannot stand Lysithea. Like, I get that she went through a lot of crap. She was tortured. But I can't. I just find her so insufferable. And the fact that she is one of the most popular characters in this game confuses me. And I definitely think one of the reasons why I do dislike her so much is a little bit of contrarianism. If she wasn't one of the most popular characters in this game, I don't think I'd actually be talking about her right now. I think I would have said Lorenz, end of story. But the fact that she's one of the most popular characters in this game makes me even more bewildered.
You know, it's kind of the same thing with Natsuki, actually.
Let's go.
A lot of people seem to like Natsuki a lot more than the other characters.
And that's just
Like,
wrong.
basically- yeah. Even though she basically acts the same as Lysithea.
Interesting. I guess there's just a subset of people that really like characters like that, then. I don't know. I guess there's just a subset of people in this world that are like, those kind of characters are the best. And that's the explanation I get for that. I don't get it. But I don't know. I think I just don't like the Golden Deer that much. I need to make that clear. I think it is by far my least favorite house. Well, I don't love every Blue Lion. There's none the only one I get close to actually disliking is Ash. But I actively dislike at least 2 characters of this house. And I'm also really not a fan. It auto switches between those. I'm not a fan of Raphael, obviously. I want to attack the guy. That one. Thank you. Jesus. I'm not a big fan of Raphael either. And I mean, there are characters I like. Obviously, I like Hilda. She's not my favorite character, but I don't dislike her. Who am I moving? Oh, it's Mary. Hilda, I like, but she can get annoying after time. Leonie, I think, is the character that truly has grown on me the most in this playthrough. Ignatz, I actually like Ignatz. And Claude, he's fine. I think he's easily the worst lord, though. And when we talk about favorites, I'm actually going to talk about the Golden Deer adjacent characters, as I think they're genuinely better than the actual Golden Deer members. Anyway, Seth, favorite Golden Deer?
Probably gonna have to say Leonie, just because she seems the most noble. And
The most one that you say is the most noble is one of the commoners. That is really funny. But it really tells you something about Lorenz now, doesn't it? Because I agree, she's definitely one of the more noble feeling characters, yeah. And runner-ups?
Probably Hilda. I don't really like Raphael that much. Well,
Over Claude?
actually, no. Well, actually, hold on, because there's a character I completely forgot to mention. I'm blanking on her name. The one with the blue hair.
Marianne?
Yeah. I'd actually say it's either her or Leonie.
Over Claude?
Yeah. Well, they're the top three, I'd say.
So Claude's in your middle.
Raphael. Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't really like Raphael that much just because, while he's very nice, he just... I don't know. He seems a bit ignorant, a little bit.
He definitely is.
I'm not exactly sure how to describe it.
You know...
Leave it to me.
I'm leaning towards agreement on your list, frankly. I would put Claude number 1. He is without a doubt my favorite Golden Deer. I'm not a big Golden Deer fan, but I'm not even like the biggest Claude fan in the world, but he's definitely my favorite Golden Deer still. Marianne is one I really... She's an interesting character. I really like her. I think she's very well written.
Just a scratch.
She's just... I think she's one of the best students in this game. Without a doubt in my mind. I wouldn't put her up there with, like... I wouldn't put her as high as, like, Felix. Or Ferdinand. Or Petra, but I would put her really high.
There is still
Leonie I like, but she's definitely in the middle of my liking. Hilda is the same way. That being said, I think Balthus and Cyril are better than 90% of the Golden Deer. I actually really like... I don't know. I mean... it still annoys me when Cyril mentions Lady Reyes. It does feel like he does do that. But he doesn't do it as much as I remember.
Yeah, but he does do it a lot.
He does it a lot, but not as much as I remembered. So I'm actually willing to say, if you were to remove his late simpiness... here's what I'd say. If you were to remove his simpiness for Lady Rhea and instead make him like a full-blown Golden Deer, he would be just behind Claude. If you made him like an actual Golden Deer that didn't like simp for Lady Rhea. Like that's what he's missing. Because I actually genuinely like him. I've actually grown to like him quite a bit. Balthus is also just like better than almost all the Golden Deer. He's hilarious. I love my man Balthus. I'm using Viscum. I don't care.
I think that's who Raphael should.
Yeah, I would have replaced Raphael with Balthus. And I wouldn't replace any of the other ones with Cyril, though. That's the issue. I guess Ignatz is the other most replaceable Golden Deer, but I actually like Ignatz. That's a very unpopular opinion. He's not, like, my favorite. I'd put Claude, Marianne, and either Leonie or Hilda above him. maybe both of them above him. But I do genuinely like Ignat still, and I don't think he gets enough appreciation, frankly. But I just don't love the Golden Deer house. I find it boring. Like, I don't, it doesn't reach, I just don't care.
I'll do my best.
I just don't care about the characters. Like, especially like when I think about all the units in the other houses, it's just like, is this the best that this house has to offer me? Just it feels like every other house has such better picks, characters, and it's disappointing, man. It's disappointing. Especially because a lot of people online hype up the Golden Deer to be like this amazing house, but like, I find Lysithea annoying. I don't really like Raphael that much either. Lorenz is annoying. And while I like characters like Hilda and Marianne, there's so many... I went to itch my foot, but I accidentally itched the controller out of my hand. Maybe this is why I don't like using this controller in Mario Kart as much. Maybe it's because it's gotten too roughhoused. I don't know. I just... The best characters of this house aren't as good as the best characters in the other houses, and to me, it ain't even close. Anyway, Seth, let's do the Would You Rathers finally.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years?
Do I only get to pick those like individual moments though? Like, how does it work?
Only those individual moments.
I'm impressed.
I don't care about 100, like, whatever, however many million years you said. I don't care. I'm not gonna be alive.
Just 150 years.
115 years?
No, just 150 years.
150? Yeah, I don't care about 150 years. I'm gonna be dead. 10 minutes. Wait. No. Still 150 years. I'll tell you my future. I'll tell you the future in 10 minutes right now. Fucking story of this game. There. That's literally it. You're the one with the painful range. Could I just kill you? Oh, yeah. I could kill you with a steel sword. Bro, get a life.
So
I
you
mean,
have
actually,
shown
you're losing a
yourself,
life, so.
Fellstar. Or should I say, Sophis? I will spill every drop of blood in your body to fulfill the...
No, you still have to continue the Would You Rather's next video.
Would you rather have telekinesis or telepathy?
Well, you gotta answer the previous one, first of all.
Oh, I don't know. Probably 150 years.
Yeah, exactly. I can literally tell you your future in 10 minutes. Watching story or supports of 3 houses.
And drawing stuff from my production analysis class.
Exactly. There's your for 10 years. And then the other one will be the last one this video. Telekinesis
Okay.
or telepathy? Would you rather move things with your brain or read other people's brains, essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that second one literally sounds like hell. So, telekinesis, yeah.
You will never...
I'd probably thing.
Get to enjoy your
And it would
victory.
be more helpful.
It can't be.
For all Agarthans, let there be light!
Sorry, my mom came in to wish you good night.
Bro just came out of prison, immediately does gymnastics and turns into a gosh damn dragon.
It's coming down!
Oh. I remember seeing that shot in one of the trailers. It was so badass. It was like the definition of badassery. I didn't know they actually revealed who it was. You know, I should probably hit the save button, huh? Yeah. So I'm too concerned with actually trying to get Odin dark to not suck ass.
Hang in there, Lady Rhea.
Or don't. I don't care.
Take her to her room, now.
Goddess, please save Lady Rhea.
Or don't.
All we
I
can
don't
do
care.
now is pray.
Remember when this place was taken 5 years ago and a pure white beast appeared on the battlefield? I only caught a glimpse of it, but I didn't understand where it came from. There were rumors that the goddess sent it to protect the monastery. But now I know better. That beast was Rhea. Did you know Rhea's true identity?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen it before in past playthroughs.
I once showed you a picture of a creature known as the Immaculate.
Well, yeah, and
Seth
and
confiscated
chapter
it,
12.
saying it must have been one of Tomas's personal possessions. The beast that appeared back then looked just like it. So Rhea is the Immaculate One. The book said that it was
If only she was
servant of the
immaculate.
goddess.
Oh,
Wouldn't it make sense
got
if
him!
beasts like that are actually children of the goddess?
Oh, I'm so funny, haha.
Rhea
May
is in a
May.
grim state right now. It's possible she may not make it, but we have things we must ask her about. Once things calm down a little, let's go and see Rhea. Together. The truth can't be delayed any longer.
Pog moment? Is that it for the story? Alex, edit it out of the video.
Verdant Wind. Verdant Rain Moon. Fodlan's
Can't
new
say that on
dawn.
camera. I lost again.
With the destruction of
in
Shambhala,
Fire Emblem
the
Fates.
ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered. However, Rhea has suffered grievous injuries in the process. Yet, certain mysteries remain unsolved, so Claude and the others approach Rhea, who is now confined to her room due to her wounds.
Okay, this is a gamer pogger moment. Probably. Let's go. And we're just gonna finish off all the supports. I'm really curious how many are left, because if I counted properly, there's only like 5 left.
I am happy to see you two.
Oh, there's more story.
Sorry to interrupt your rest. But there are some things that we absolutely must ask you.
It seems I do not have much time left. I do not intend to hide anything.
How are you literally standing, Rhea?
Rhea,
You
I have to
actually have
ask,
these things called
you're
feet,
the
Seth.
Immaculate One,
I think
aren't
that's
you?
how she's
If
standing.
what I'm thinking is correct,
Didn't
that's
she
what
get
the children of the goddess
basically
is referring
crushed?
to. In other words, you...
I
So, like, her
am the
legs
last
could
child of
be
the
broken?
progenitor
Get good, Seth.
god. A long
Get
time
good.
ago, the progenitor god came from somewhere far away and descended upon this continent. She changed her form to resemble that of a human and gave her own blood to birth her children. The progenitor god and her children shared knowledge and skills with the people of the land. Together, they built a prosperous civilization. But the humans turned their backs on the teachings of the progenitor god and engaged in senseless wars. Eventually, people began to think of themselves as gods and challenged the progenitor god herself to battle. The land was scorched in the war.
Okay, this is exposition.
And the majority of
It's almost been
humans were
10 minutes since
annihilated.
your prediction.
I
Since the
believe
prediction of your future. I'm gonna put
Those
back
who
on Doctor
slither
Who.
in the dark are the descendants of those who retreated beneath the ground during that time.
So they'd been waiting all that time for their chance at revenge.
It took the progenitor god an astonishing amount of time to revive the ravaged world. But eventually, the continent found peace again, and the progenitor god, having fulfilled her duty, fell into a long slumber in the holy tomb. The children who stayed behind built a settlement in Xanadu to protect the holy tomb as they quietly lived out their lives. But then, Nemesis appeared, bringing tragedy along with him. Even now, I cannot forget the sight of that massive canyon painted red with blood. I was never able to forgive those who proudly wielded weapons crafted from the corpses of my brethren. I was the only survivor of Xanadu, and all I could do was wander across Fodlan, clinging to my desperate desire for revenge. I called myself Seros, fostered the founding of the Empire, and prepared to oppose Nemesis and his followers.
Unbelievable.
I put Xanadu behind me to gather the remaining children who were scattered across Fodlan. Finally, we killed Nemesis on the Tailtean Plains, and I took back the Sword of the Creator.
Let me get this straight. Saint Seros is you? You're kidding me, right?
No, it's
Professor,
not that.
Claude,
You're
There's something
You're
you need to
literally-
hear right away.
If you have
God,
something
you're
to
so
report,
dumb.
do so at once. There is no need to let my presence worry you.
As you wish. We're receiving a constant stream of express messengers from cities to the east. They claim that an unidentified military force is attacking, and that there have already been a large number of casualties.
What?
The reports indicate that the cities and towns along the East Gronder thoroughfare in the Old Rim territory have already been destroyed. Some villages were razed completely, leaving no survivors.
Damn it! Did they come from Shambhala? Could it be that there were some remnants of that wicked group hiding there?
I have a report. The unidentified military force has crossed the Great Bridge of Murden. Alliance forces met them in battle, but it seems they have already broken through.
They've already made it so far. Is Count Gloucester unharmed?
The Count is fine, but apparently my brother joined with reinforcements and was gravely injured.
Do you mean to tell me they easily got past a general as skilled as Holst?
They say the enemy general has a weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. Even my brother was powerless to stop him.
That's not possible.
The enemy forces are flying a banner bearing the crest of flames as they continue their march west along the Aramid River.
We believe they're marching toward Garreg Mach. We are preparing to meet them in battle.
A weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. And banner bearing the crest of flames. There is only one explanation. The one leading the enemy force is Nemesis himself.
Nemesis? That Nemesis? Do you really think the ancient king of liberation has been brought back to life?
Perhaps the seal was broken when Shambhala fell. An incredible power that we children cannot hope to match dwells within the blood of the progenitor god. Nemesis obtained that blood, so it would not surprise me if that were the case.
The blood of the progenitor god. That's right. He did take the remains from the holy tomb, didn't he?
From the blood of the progenitor god, Sothis, he acquired the crest of flames. From her bones and heart, he crafted the Sword of the Creator.
The Sword of the Creator is made from her bones and heart?
The heart of Sothis is the crest stone that was placed in the Sword of the Creator. The same is true of the crests of the 10 elites and the other crest stones. They were born of the blood and hearts of the progenitor god's children. Those who slither in the dark created them, stole them. Sothis never gifted that power to the humans.
The crests of the 10 elites, the crest stones, and the heroes' relics. I can't believe those who slither in the dark made them all. And after that, Nemesis used the Sword of the Creator to massacre all of the progenitor god's children in Xanadu. In other words, the citizens of Xanadu were killed by weapons made from the remains of their brethren. How atrocious. But I don't get it. The Sword of the Creator that Teach wields doesn't have a crest stone. So how is Teach able to wield its full power?
The crest stone of the progenitor god dwells within your professor.
Wow! I already
After
knew
I
that.
battled with Nemesis as Saint Seros, I reclaimed the heart of Sothis. I wanted to use that heart to resurrect her, even though I had to do some questionable things to achieve that goal. I wished to see Sothis, my mother, once more. Yes, I believed that if I could resurrect my mother, I could regain all that had been lost.
So, that's the truth of it.
I suspected that your body housed the consciousness of Sothis. Those suspicions were correct. And yet, she merely gave you her power and vanished. My dearest wish did not come true. But you did inherit the power of the progenitor god. Now, you must use that power to defeat Nemesis once and for all. Fodlan's blood-stained history must end.
Well, let's do some supports. I'm very, very, very curious how many are actually left. I'm gonna keep tally, in fact. I was about to be like, is my D-pad broken? No, the joystick was actually just in a side position for my foot. Whoops.
To put it plainly, no.
I do not
and
decide.
that was because the D-pad to do
Really?
that.
Oh, I'm so glad I asked.
So he does care. Why were you asking me about the world outside Fodlan before?
There's so much I have yet to see. Even these days, when it's ravaged by conflict, the world is so diverse. Buildings and landscapes and geography differ vastly from place to place. There's so much variety within Fodlan, and the outside world must be even more varied. I feel so inspired just thinking about it. So, I'd like to travel there someday.
I see. You should go.
You think so?
I told you before, in order to know the world, you have to experience it for yourself. There is much to see. Even simple things. Flowers, food, varieties that don't exist in Fodlan. New smells, new tastes. I could tell you about them, but you would only imagine them, not comprehend them. If you want true understanding, go out into the world. See it with your eyes, feel it with your skin. Speak to its people. Then you will know.
Yes.
Shamir
Perhaps
may
so.
be very blunt, but
Is there something
she's
else?
very realistic as well.
You've
gives good
tried
Your
like this before, Shamir?
your mic's
It's
like
nothing.
been having issues tonight. Could you like repeat
Ah.
that?
Sorry.
I was
Hearing you
saying,
talk about
here, hold on, let me
exploring
mute.
the world made me think about what I should do with myself.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Plans for the future?
It's
After
it's
the
a
war?
little rough.
Not
I think it's your new
You're ahead of me.
like whatever new mic you're
I must
using.
find my own path.
Ahead of you, Shamir. I highly doubt that.
If you have
Here,
time for
well-
endless compliments,
Oh,
you have
sounds a little
time to
better now, yeah.
encourage me instead.
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
'cause I'm not using a new
Shamir,
mic, but
May you find success in everything
what
you
I
do.
was saying was, Shamir, while she
Thank
may
you.
be very blunt, she gives
I'll do my
very
best.
good advice, though.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Yeah. Shamir's just a good character, methinks.
Yeah.
I did it! I did it! Okay, so next up is...
What's this letter all about? Doesn't appear to have a sender written anywhere. This handwriting is so sloppy. Wow. Dear Lysithea, I read the book you gave me. This must be from Cyril. He's learning so quickly. It was hard and it got more easy. More I tried it, and it was fun and I learned new stuff. That's the spirit. Thanks you for helping me to read and to write. You are so welcome. Some things are hard to say and easy to write. I know just what you mean. I want to read more and learn writing better. You're already doing so well with this. I can see how hard you're working. I am glad you are my friend. It makes me happy. Oh.
Hey, Lysithea! Last night I finished reading the book you lent me. I wanted to tell you right away, but it was late, so I tried to write a letter. Lysithea?
Cyril, you sweet little...
Did I do something wrong? I don't know what you're trying to say.
Some feelings can't be verbalized or put into writing. Just... Look, it's just that...
I'm sorry. I really don't know what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is... I'm happy too.
Bappy?
Let's keep studying and spending time together, okay?
Oh, I get you now. That sounds great, Lysithea.
That was a nice one.
It was. I like Cyril's supports, I've come to realize. They're actually pretty good.
Little Lysithea. These ears miss nothing, you know.
What are you
Oh,
on about this
well-
time?
Is it true that Count Ordelia plans to relinquish his title eventually?
Yes.
I was gonna say, right as Balthus calls her little
Oh,
Lysithea, I was
all.
gonna say that's
Throwing off
that's
the
gonna be
shackles
all.
of nobility to live freely? It's a beautiful thing.
I would ask that you refrain from painting them with the same brushstrokes that you so liberally paint yourself with. My mother and father will carry on with all the associated duties befitting of nobles. Only after that will they retire.
Got it. And that's completely different from someone like me who tapped out of the nobility game, right? Your parents are exemplary nobles, that's for sure. I respect that you support them as much as you do.
Would you just stop? You're embarrassing me.
Can't be helped. Meant every word. If anyone should have red cheeks, it's me, given the choices I've made.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Of course. Still, it is a bit cowardly of me not to stand up to my family a bit more. Honestly, it's since getting to know you that I've started thinking along those lines. One day soon I'll return to that house. My reception will be chilly at best. Still, it must be done. My house is full of lowlifes. But it also has my little bro, who took over when I left. He's good people. Even with the difficulties in Leicester, our house is still going strong. That's his doing. That's why I've decided that it's time to talk to him about what can be done to help Count Ordelia.
Repaying your perceived debt would be nice, sure. But it sounds like you intend to foist your responsibility onto your little brother.
Ah, but the two aren't related. This is just the right thing to do. I'm still pondering how best to fulfill my vow.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't believe me, do you, little lady?
Just what exactly are you planning on in terms of this repayment?
After your family relinquishes their noble titles, I'll support them so that you can all live in peace.
Even though you're a lowlife?
That may be true, and it is, but consider this. I've seen life from both sides, as a noble and a vagabond. When their situation changes, they'll face new challenges. I'm the perfect guy to help them through.
You're irresponsible and unreliable. But clearly, you're not a bad person. And your support would be most appreciated. Just so you're aware, however, we have no means with which to pay you. So, are you sure you're still willing to follow through with this?
I wasn't planning on doing this for a payout, but if you really insisted on a thank you gift, well, you could always accept me into your family. Then paying me wouldn't be a consideration.
Excuse me? Just what are you insinuating?
Don't think too hard about it just yet. I still have lots of debts to pay and affairs to settle. In the meantime, let's just stick close together. Yeah?
Maybe I was right about the amount of supports, Clear, actually. Yeah, I did count them right.
I wanted to thank you for helping me in the infirmary. I brought you these pastries.
Ooh, thanks. I'll put some tea on. Have a seat.
That sounds lovely. But I also wanted to apologize for always causing you such trouble.
It's no trouble. No trouble at all. Everything tastes better with friends, don't you think? I give you help, you give me sweets, we have a little tea party. It's a good arrangement, I'd say. I'm used to it now, so if it changed suddenly, I would feel disoriented.
I did it. I beat Conquest Chapter 9, now I just have to do Conquest Chapter...
Sure. You don't seem to mind listening while I gab, so I'm enjoying myself plenty. But do let me know if I'm too boring.
No, you're not boring at all. In fact, you're, very good at talking. You're also good with your hands. You can clean and organize better than almost anyone. I envy you.
Oh, stop. I'm blushing. I'm not as great as all that. We're both a lot different on the inside than we look on the outside, don't you think?
How do you mean?
People who see you think you're so proper, but you're actually clumsy. That's why I help you, because there are some things you just can't do.
I'm sorry you always have to clean up after me.
I didn't say I hated it. In fact, you've taught me a few new techniques I can use to persuade people. Maybe I'll start imitating you a little bit. I'll do the Mary Ann. That sheepish, sorry, and those quavering, downcast eyes. But that might not work as well for me. People would probably assume that I'd hit my head.
Oh, well.
Aw, Mary Ann laughing at me. So rude and yet so adorable.
I'm so sorry. I just can't help it. When I imagine you doing those things,
Yeah. It's rather un-Hilda-like, I'll admit. Okay, that's enough laughing.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, are you all right? That tea's hot, Marianne. Be careful.
Yes. Oh, ouch, hot.
Come on, what did I just say?
I know, I'm sorry. Ow, hot.
Oh boy, a real steady hand, that Marianne. It's nice to see her laugh. Sure, she was laughing at me, but how can I get mad when she looks so dang cute?
It is nice to see her laugh, though.
Holy crap! The amount of supports I calculated was actually correct. I was actually right.
Why, hello, Miss
Because I did 2 extra last video.
Is a rare pleasure
So I was supposed to do 7 this video, but there's only 5. Wow, it seemed like more.
Oh, how intriguing. Whatever is on your mind.
I'm beginning to feel that I should accept who I am.
We're gonna have a sub-hour video, I think.
Time to change my training regimen, to utilize my crest, even if just a little.
What a
Oh, I love sub-hour videos,
Quite exceptional.
especially when editing and
May I ask
especially when
how it is you've
exporting.
reached
Oh
this conclusion?
gosh.
I admit, I
That's where
did not imagine my
synopsis.
words would do much to sway you.
The truth is that I was already considering it before we spoke. All of my allies work relentlessly to achieve their goals, both on and off the battlefield. Seeing this, it occurred to me that I have nothing to work toward. I'm no use to anyone. If I could accept who I am, even a little, I might be able to change that. I was still considering, but after we spoke about it, well...
Well, indeed. So it seems my words resonated with you after all.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not the best at communicating. But it's true. Your words gave me a lot to think about. They helped me come to this decision. Whatever my crest, it should serve me.
That's it. Exactly right, Miss Marianne.
And that's not to say I've accepted it completely, but I refuse to continue living in fear of myself.
I have every confidence that you will succeed at drawing out your crest's full strength. And I intend to help you at every step. If you'll have my help, that is.
Of course. Your knowledge is much appreciated.
Well, YouTube gamer family, oh my gosh, it really is this way. There was really only that many supports. And anyways, one last thing to end out this video. Bruh! And make sure you fade out during that bruh, Alex. Thank you. That's not the end video button. Wow.